Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into yet another part of my haunting novel, Surfaced Secrets gameplay. The second game in the series. We managed to complete the main chapter, and we got a little bonus surprise in the end. If you haven't checked out those episodes already, do so immediately. That was actually a fantastic game. I really liked the main chapter, but we also saw James Blackthorn in the end, visiting his cousin David. So I wonder if we're gonna see some more of James in the bonus chapter. So without further ado, let's just jump right into the game, shall we? Alright, so we're definitely back in time, 1990. And it looks like David sent some kind of letter or something. I don't know who we're playing, maybe that security guard we just saw. I definitely saw a strange glow on board this old yacht. 1990. Find out what yacht is moored in the bay. We will do that. So, I wonder... 1990. Action figurine. Let's see if we can find a shell somewhere. I was about to say scroll, but it is shells we're looking for. How could such an old yacht without a crew sail here? Without a crew? How did you know that? Unless it just appeared. Where is the scroll? The shell. Come on with the scroll. Where are you, scroll? We need a shell. So where is this shell? I found it. I found an action figure. So we need 2 of those left. I hope I didn't miss any in the main chapter, but I do believe it's 9 and 3, respectively, at least in elephant games. Newer elephant games. Where is this seashell? I can't find it. I'm not going anywhere until we found it or find it. That's for sure. Maybe we can close up some of these zoom zones. It'll be a little bit easier. An award badge is missing. The zipper. Where did the lunchbox key go? It wandered off? Oh no, no lunch for you. Ooh. A security guard figurine. There's an old book here. Emma, I hope to read your book someday. David Blackthorn. David has known about my dream of becoming a writer since we were children. So I'm playing as someone named Emma. And we're back in 1990. I wonder how old David is compared to James. He was in his 30s. Or is in his 30s, at least. During the Detective United series. And here's his phone number. David made his business card when his debut novel became a bestseller. Now his business as a ghost expert is also on the rise. So he's also a book writer. I don't know if we learned that in the first game. I need a phone card. Typical. So what do we need for this one? It looks like he needs his hat. The security guard is missing a headdress and a faithful 4-legged partner. A dog! Alright. And what's with the boat? It looks like the dog is over here. The symbol of our security agency is missing. Emma sought out the delivery. My workmate could deal with this themselves. Yeah, why not? I had to cut the tape to open the box. Alright, so we just need the headdress left. What else do we need to check? This over here? Oh, a statue is missing. Yep. And it looks like we found a key. A lunchbox key. Now, finally, we can enjoy our lunch, if it is mine. Ah, a ham and cheese sandwich. Yum yum. A folding knife. And a ceramic cap. Yum yum. What's inside the box? Gas cylinder. What do we need for that? A lictor. And a nozzle. And a hose. I have to light the gas to use the burner. Yes, you do. Alright, let's assemble this one. Voila. Security guard with dog. Oh my goodness, an old school vintage computer. Fill the missing text in the article on the computer screen. Select an icon that suits the meaning and then select an empty space. The selected icon will move there. Note that you can scroll through the article text using the arrows. After receiving a report from an eyewitness who saw the... I guess that must be ship. The yacht lost Eden in the city port, which disappeared 70 years ago. Oh. The Paranormal Investigators Club decided to investigate. So apparently that yacht disappeared 70 years ago. That is before the war. The yacht belonged to actor Robert Pattinson, a silent film film star who recently celebrated his 90th birthday at the city theater. We attended his party and asked a few questions. Robert didn't want to answer. He did say that the yacht was stolen on the night he was going to... No. On the night he was going to travel, drink, celebrate, getting the lead role in his first film with his friend actor Jack Blue. Greetings from Bombay. Is that the film? We did some preliminary no investigation and learned that Jack had disappeared the night the yacht went missing. Robert responded that Jack had dreamed about traveling around the world and had probably gone on his yacht. Robert asked not to bother him again, even by... Nope. Phone. We learned from the police that there are still no... There are still no sign, trace of Jack or the yacht. The yacht disappeared without a trace 70 years ago, along with a friend of his, of its owner. It's so strange. It sure is. Oh, chips. So what do we have in here? A ward token? Call David. We'll call David. Phone card. Let's put that in here. I guess we can the number. Alright, let's call David. If we're in the 90s, I doubt that they had card like that. But okay, I'll ride along. 5, 5, 7, 8, 41.
Hi, David.
Emma? Why are you calling so late?
A yacht arrived at the port without a crew. It looks really old. And I saw a strange, ghostly glow on board, just like in your book.
Remember your stun gun? It'll help scare away the ghosts. And wait for me. It could be dangerous. I'll be there soon.
Alright, use my stun gun. We've got a guard symbol. Someone was screaming on the yacht. I need to find a stun gun urgently. What if it's a ghost? Oh no. Why was it screaming? We got a master key. We need 3 in total. So that goes over here. Hector, the best partner in the world. 050384. Hector was a great partner. It's too bad that he's retired now. Jolly old Hector is retired. Dog's photo, okay. And a broom. I'm not sure as to what I need to... Oh, that's the code. Ah. Second key and a stacer.
I have to get to Lost Eden fast. People could be in danger.
It doesn't look like a yacht, to be honest. I don't know how yachts looked like back then, but it looks more like a, I don't know, small ferry or something. Okay, we can go inside the deck. Can be. From the pier, the yacht seemed to be in excellent condition. Was it magic? Or was it hidden by the fog? Oh no. Here's the puzzle piece. Oh, I forgot to check out here. Is there one here? Where are we? Collectibles. No. There's no shell outs here. That's odd. All tasks complete. That's strange. Got the 11th collectible as well. That is a good... what do you call them? A good sort of wine, I guess. Oh, look at all this. Something's inside, but it's covered in cobwebs. I have to brush them off. So apparently someone 90 years ago put my nozzle from my burner in here. I am actually quite surprised. I'm mesmerized, to be honest. This lock won't open. Rust have grown on it in its layers. I'll have to melt it. Let's melt it then. I wonder where this hatch leads. I need the hatch ring to open it. Alright. A journal. It's a leather folder. I've got to scrape the shells up with the sturdy tool. They are firmly attached. Yeah, well, left somewhat of a 70 years ago. I should insert 2 masks here to open the folder. The more canvas. Cord. The letters matching these initials are missing. Alright. We did that hose for the burner. But where do we need to stun people? Ah. Let's try and remove the cobwebs with this. We also got the scraper. Or a spatula. Sorry about that. The letter R. And a lighter. I guess we assembled everything here. Alright. Let's burn down the door. Alright. Deck house. The same destructions that's on the deck. Maybe there's something in the chest. Well, let's find out. Hello? Anybody here? No. So, apparently this ship has been drifting about the seas for quite some time. RP? Who is RP? What a tricky lock. I need a good set of pick locks to open it. Master key, okay. I guess that's the way we need to use them. The last master key. I had a similar toy when I was a kid. You have to unscrew the cap on the chute and drop a ball inside. Oh, it's a mace. Who's that? I could use a tool like that. Let's start with the first one. Didn't work. always the last. Okay, so we got the first hidden object scene of the bonus chapter. A chest full of stuff. And it looks like we got zoomed in areas for the checklist. But any information about as to why this ship disappeared? Sure is something here. Jack got the role where we both are for. Even though he's my best friend, it makes me so angry. We're both equally attractive and charismatic. However, the director said that he, unlike me, has a huge natural talent. The person who owns this notebook was jealous of his friend who got this acting role. Ah. Okay, I start to seeing a pattern here. I'm starting to see a small pattern. May 14, 1923. America's most famous director, Anthony Gold, is ready to shoot a new blockbuster. This newspaper is dated 1923. That means the yacht is about 70 years old. Wow. In the 20s, ladies and gentlemen. A lid is missing from this carafe. This shell has become dusty over time. We need a compass. How can I open it? Here's the compass. That goes there. Let's open the can. It's not a fork without its handle. Oh no. Here we go. Coral. A bag of coffee. There we go. A lit lantern. Wow. A laurel wreath. Yeah, this one. Let's try and just do this. So we need a fish in here. Fish and chips. The megaphone. Skittles and an anchor. So we found the first mask of the journal. A real ghost. Didn't seem like one on the pier. Astonished.
Emma, are you okay? I saw the ghost grab your hand. He cursed you.
He cursed me. It looks like we got a young version of David here.
We need to find him quickly and lift the curse. Here, this will help.
Curse you. Okay, so this one will help me get rid of the curse. I doubted that. What a deal. Cursed by a ghost. Okay, I'll find him and demand that he lift his curse. And David, what's going on with your pants? They look really baggy. David is always dressed to the nines, no matter what. Maybe he even has a fancy suit instead of pajamas. Is that his pajamas? Okay, it makes sense. Well, I did tell him to come quickly. Alright, let's put this in here. Pajamas. Well, then this makes sense. Something's hidden behind this patch. I need to cut the stitches and see. And we still have the stun gun. Okay, so where did we need the, that was out here. A crab. And we got the hatch ring. Down we go into the dining room. What a weird entryway. The party ended abruptly. They didn't even finish the wine. Infidels. Well, it looks like there's confetti all over the place.
I saw a similar amulet in one of my ancient books. It might come in handy.
My instincts tell me that this isn't an ordinary amulet. So he gave me a pendant base. This amulet is missing a precious star and a chain. There's some weird depictions of some kind of runes or something. Okay, so Do we have any collectibles in here? Well, we at least have to have a shell in here. There we go. Let's take a look. An old gramophone. This vintage record. The vintage record is missing. Oh no. A vintage record. He must be collecting material for a new book. Maybe I should write my own based on the events. The liquid in the bowl looks suspicious. I don't want to risk touching it. I'll find another way to get what's inside. Yum yum. Got the last mask. Robert Pattinson and Jack Blue. Why did someone paint over the face in the photo? Oh, that's a good question. Okay, we got a cylinder somewhere around here. Depending on what a cylinder is. Your performance was brilliant. Thank you, Robert. Your fan. What a great original message from a fan. That's a bouquet. Let's take that. What? Can this cylinder? No? I'm able to pick up a cylinder. What? I don't know what they usually think a cylinder is. Could be a different part, some different things. Stop with opening that. I'm not done. Alright, let's try and turn the page. Greetings from Bombay, screenplay by Anthony Gold. The same director as in the newspaper. I found it in the chest. You absolutely did. Oh! Reflection. An imprint. A note. There is some, Is that from the yacht? Dear Robert, I was recently sorting through my things and found your certificate for winning first place in the swimming competition and hung it on the wall in the living room. I'm already proud of you, son, and I'm sure that you will be able to fulfill your dream and become a famous actor. Bill Paxton. Robert was a good swimmer. That's an interesting biological fact. Biographical fact, not a biological. Okay, we got the fish. So that means we're done here. We still need that. We also need a moose. It's missing a wing. There we go. So this cylinder. Where exactly is it? It was a top hat. Okay. Well, we got the record. The old record. The lock on the doors is rusted over. I'll have to remove a piece of glass to get that old film. Oh no, don't destroy everything. It looks like there is electricity on board still. That is interesting. A seam ripper. And a marble ball. Let's open up this couch. We got the pendant star. And a wrench. Let's go and play some maze. Marble maze. Turn the steering wheel to guide the ball through the maze and into the center. Well, that should be fairly easy. A sponge. Alright. So where do we need to use a sponge? What about out here? That wasn't supposed to go that way. Am I still needing something here? Oh well.